Yeah. Okay, well, we'll get to the fun costume pretty soon. But I thought maybe we could just start out with our SOS and let Helene take it away.
All right, yes. And this week, Donna is going to take it away. We look forward to hearing from Donna after we had a trip down to Quito last rehearsal. We were all over the world map. I think we're going to maybe stay closer to home now. But we're looking forward to hearing from you, Donna. And I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. How's that?
That sounds good.
All righty, hang on. Here we go, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Here's kind of an overview of my 64 years, and hope you all enjoy it. I was born in 1956. I have one brother who's 2 years older. My first 4 years, we lived in Bella Vista, about 1 mile up the road from my paternal grandparents. And they lived about 4 miles east of Bella Vista, right there in Bella Vista. And in 1960, my parents bought a house in Redding. So we moved to Redding, but we still continued to spend summers, holidays, and weekends in Bella Vista with my grandparents. My dad was an only child, and he was very close to his parents. So we basically lived as a 3-generation family and only stayed in Redding like on school nights. And it was like that until my grandfather passed away when I just turned 11 years old. So life changed for me, definitely. I would describe that period of my life as wonderful. Couldn't have ordered a nicer family, always totally supportive. And I would say that my grandfather and my dad had the most influence on me, and that I have a very sweet mom though too. What comes to mind in those years was that my family always had a huge truck garden fruit stand every year. And I think they did that for at least approximately 20 years, but I was only involved the last few years. And they had quite a reputation for their watermelons, grapes, and tomatoes, and sold a lot of other stuff as well. So they had, customers for years and years. Anybody driving up and down Highway 299. And as soon as I got to the age where I was secure with my math skills, that was my job. They'd send me up to the stand and I would help the customers and take their money. And my grandfather would sit there on the front porch and where he could kind of observe the whole thing. So that was a very good experience. My brother and I both had a horse, so we spent a lot of time horseback riding. Played a lot of board games, cards. On hot summer days, we'd go down to Cow Creek and go swimming. And we also enjoyed making homemade ice cream. Went to Manzanita Elementary School in Redding. And just a couple things about those years. I remember looking forward to the 1 hour a week music class that they offered, which I think was basically singing. My kindergarten teacher wrote in the comments section of my report card, special interest in music. And my favorite activities I remember at recess were Foursquare and tetherball. Starting in 7th grade, which was Sequoia, and then Shasta High School after that, clear through my 2 years at Shasta College. I signed up for a choir class as an elective every year. In 9th grade choir class, I met our Donna Moore. So it's hard to believe that's been 50 years ago. Wow.
No.
It has been barely.
Okay, continue.
Ninth grade.
Yeah. Anyway, I must say how time flies when you're having fun singing. I sang in the madrigals in my senior year. At age 14, I also learned how to play the guitar and enjoyed many years entertaining myself and duetting and sometimes trios with friends, Donna being usually always involved with that. Remember when we used to go down to the nursing homes every year at Christmas time and sing and walked up and down the halls singing, and if any of the residents seemed, interested or whatever, we would stop and sing for a while to them. It was really fun. And we usually would get the nicest compliments from the staff. And I'm sure that's because most of the groups going in there didn't sing 2- and 3-part harmony like we did. I also like to play a lot of sports in high school. I was on the girls' volleyball and softball team, and also played a lot of tennis, and even joined volleyball and softball leagues in my 20s. In my mid-20s, I took piano lessons for 2 years, so I learned the basics there. But overall, I think I would say that I picked up my music abilities. Uh-oh, can you see me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Something came up on my screen. There.
Oh,
Uh-oh, now I'm gone.
nope,
Oh,
you're
We can
there.
see you. It's It's still okay.
I
there.
can see you.
I can't see the screen.
We can still
Darn.
hear you.
Carry on. We can see you and hear you.
Okay,
You're frozen on my screen, but I think everybody is.
anyway, I would say I picked up my music abilities and the love of music from my dad. He also sang in choir in high school, and he played the guitar and the harmonica together. I got married to my first husband in 1975, divorced in 1980, and then I met Ken in the spring of 1981, and we got married in the fall of 1982. So that's been a few years ago. Our son was born in 1986, and I have a son who was born in 1974. Right after Shasta College, I went to work for a local manufacturing company in the office. My title was Inventory Control Coordinator, and I worked there for 12 years, from 76 to 88. Ken and I collected most of our rentals in the mid-80s, and we started doing that full-time in 1988 when we both gave up our day jobs. So we've been landlords for a long time. We've had 3 motorhomes over the last 30 years, from living in them in the summers at Trinidad to traveling around the country. We visited a total of 46 states.
Wow.
We've gone south and been a snowbird. So we've, truly enjoyed the RVing. We've also enjoyed cruising over the last 10 years or so, taking one every year or two. Our longest cruise was the Panama Canal cruise in 2014, which was their 100-year anniversary, and that was a 16-day cruise. I joined Northern Gateway Chorus in 1995, the year Sarah was born. I remember that from last week. And there was approximately 75 members at the time. So I've seen a few changes over the years. I've sang in 2 quartets, Counterpoint, 1998 to 2000, and Gateway Connection, 2007 to 2012. And I'd like to share a picture of Gateway Connection. Can everybody see it?
I love that picture.
And I started being a section leader in 2002.
Donna, hold that picture up again.
Hold the
Please.
picture up again.
You're all frozen on me.
Oh. Thank you.
I've attended 5 internationals, the last 2 being in Hawaii. And I must say that first Hawaii crew international in 2008 was very magical. And I'm sure Joyce feels the same because it was our very first time there, and Mary, for the 3 of us. So that was really special.
Okay, you've got 1 minute left, Donna.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Okay, good.
I'd like to share one more picture, and that's this picture. Can you see it?
Uh-huh.
This is Donna Moore and I singing at a wedding in July of 1981 at Whiskey Town. Okay, and that's it. I would just like to close by saying singing has been a great joy in my life. And I love you all, and thanks for listening.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was
I
neat.
can't see the picture. You're all frozen.
You can't see
you
the
need
picture?
you need to see that. Put the picture up again, Donna, with you and
Well,
Donna.
everybody's frozen. All I
No.
see
And nobody else talk, because then it goes away.
which wedding was it?
It was in July of 1981 at Whiskey Town Lake. Do you remember it?
Like outside?
Yeah, it was outside.
Well, we sang at so many weddings, and
I know.
What did you sing? Do you remember what you sang?
I think we sang the wedding song, but it could have been something else. That was a long time ago.
yeah, we also sang at my
To you?
50th wedding anniversary party. We sang Bandstand in Central Park. That was like, oh my God. Yeah, that was hard.
But we sang at both Donna's parents and my parents' 50th wedding anniversary parties too.
Yeah, our dads went to high school together.
Oh,
Past a high
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to try to get my screen back.
Donna, are we still frozen on yours?
Yeah, I can't see you. I'm trying to figure out how to get you back.
Maybe
Okay,
you
'cause
maybe you
we see
minimize
you.
and you have to go down to your toolbar.
Anyway, carry on.
All right. Well,
So
thank you
Donna, I have
so
one
much.
question. Is your mom also from the Reading area and your dad was from Reading, but was your mom also, or?
No, my mom moved. She was born in Colorado, and she moved here, I think, when she was 8.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Donna.
Well, you're very welcome.
That was quite a history there in a nutshell. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I know it reminded me of the times we went out singing for Valentine's Day and we're driving along in the car and you have something to say about every place we pass because there is always a story about how you've been there and what you did there and it's like you know everything in Reading, obviously. So it reminded me of that. But I've got my magic jar here. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. I have another walk down memory lane a little bit later, but yeah, let's. I wanted to jump into.
Okay, I'll let you know who the next person is. And
Oh
it's
yeah, thank you.
It's Kathy, so she can't say yes or no, so we'll just say she's the next one.
Okay.
Not here to defend herself.
Okay, well, check with her, and if not, then you can appoint somebody
will.
else.
I will.
Yeah. Thank you, Donna. It's been fun. Yep, singing together since 9th grade, and yeah, we would just sit around at lunchtime and pick out songs and make up harmonies, and yep. And that was fun. One time, who was it? We were preparing for some wedding and we couldn't actually get together for some reason. So we just got on the phone and said, okay, the song we sang 20 years ago, did you sing melody or did I sing harmony? And we're on the phone with our guitars and it was like, no, that was my part. You sing another part. And we just would shed all the time. So, and sometimes started singing her part, she jumped to a different part or vice versa. So harmony kind of is in our blood since high school. So it's fun. Glad we're still doing it. So my warm up, which is kind of fun, is a Kathy Hansen one, focusing on harmony. And I was just so good to hear 4-part harmony.
Finally, we got it back. Good.
What was that?
I'm back. I can see you again.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Good. Oh, now you're moving again. Show me the you're moving again. Show me the picture again. You were frozen on my screen.
Can you see it?
Oh, you froze again before you got. Oh my gosh. Look at that beautiful black guitar. Yeah, it was awful. Pretty, but awful to play. Wow. I have no memory of that. Huh.
Well, I'm glad I have the evidence here.
Yeah. Wow. Whew. Anyway, so for those of you visual people, I did email it or emailed and sent you the picture of it. But if you like to have a visual, but I'll invite you to sing along.
We used to sing that one.
Yeah, it's kind of a little.
Hello! Today's warm-up and vocal exercise includes a great chord progression that will help us focus on tuning as well as producing a focused tone. Then we'll move that tone into a more resonant space. We'll be working in 4-part harmony, and I'll first let you hear the full exercise, then I'll teach the parts from high to low. Then we can try it together in a few different keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the highest part is going to go straight up the major scale with a 2-note extension and a pause up towards the top. I'll sing these in numbers for you, but feel free to practice them in solfege or whatever other neutral syllable feels great to you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3. And the next part down is simply a major scale, and we'll hold the top note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the next part down gets a fun harmony part with a flat 6 thrown in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 5. And our lowest part only gets 2 notes, but has a great deal of responsibility with regard to holding tonal center for all of us. 1, 4, 1. Okay, let's put those all together. Go ahead and sing this on numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice job. Okay, so let's put some different sounds to this. Let's start the first one on a lip trill. Now let's go up a half step and move this into a very focused yeah. It's going to be a bit bright. Don't let it go overboard into tension. Again, we're trying to use this to focus the sound. Nya, 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 nya. Great, just take a moment to check for tension. Remember that focus is not the same as adding tension.
And as we go through this, as she does a few repetitions, I would encourage
One more time on nya.
to try a different part. Next time, try the bass part or the baritone or the, a part that's not your own. Just for fun.
We really want to feel like we're leaning into that dissonance and releasing into the last note.
Okay, pick another part.
We're going to now open up this sound a little bit, starting with that focused N, but going into an sound. So let's sing on na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Taking that focus and moving it even further into resonance, let's open up into an aw sound this time. Na. Na, na, na. Well done. Take a moment, just make sure we're still aligned and breathing well. One more time on na. Na, na, na. Thanks for singing along. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. I mean, come on, I'm wearing black.
And I was thinking it would be fun. And you want to all unmute yourself to also take it to another step and put words with it like a phrase, but it has to be a 10 syllable phrase that we could add to it. So this is audience participation time. I'm going to give you a minute to come up with a 10-syllable phrase that you could do with this exercise, like I love to, my voice, I love to harmonize my voice with you. I love to harmonize my voice with you. That's 10 notes. So I'm going to set my timer 60 seconds, write it out and pop it into the message section, do the chat. Ready, set, go. Start typing whenever you're ready.
don't really know how to spell mine.
Anna? Was
Yep.
it 10 syllables?
10. I know the bass only has 2 notes, but we'll fix that. So since tenors have 10, it's got to have 10 syllables, unless you want to hold one over, and then that gets everybody confused. So. You ooh. Stop. Okay, so the trick is you have to sing it for us. So unmute yourself and tell us how that works. I got to write these down.
Okay, I'll go. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Perfect. I love it. Thank you. Yay. Okay, Jade, sing yours.
Wait a minute, I'm looking for my little cheater thing to remember my part because I was singing all the other parts. Wait,
Maybe put it back up.
that was it. Hold on, I gotta look at my, oh, there it is. It's in my Gmail. Okay, let's see. I miss singing with the rest of you. I forgot I'm on one note there.
I apparently can't count syllables, so I've got too many.
Because the lead doesn't have that many, but you can put words in instead of just holding it. So it's like, I love to harmonize and my voice with you. So you can just like instead of just holding it, you can put extra words in. So we can fix that. And same like with the basses, like I love to harmonize my voice with you, or wherever it fits like that. You know, even though you've only got 2 notes, you can make it 10. Does that make sense? You want to try yours, Linda? Yeah, it's harder in the bass section. Hello.
Yeah, I can't figure out where I have to change notes.
Yeah, so you'd hold
after which syllable.
So you have to
or
do
at
8.
which syllable do I change
Friends,
notes?
it's
9.
great to sing with you again. Something like that.
After 8 beats, so it would be on the 9th syllable.
So
okay.
You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the
Are there 12? I thought you said there were 10.
I know.
Because I keep changing it.
Yeah, well, the last 2 were held out, so. I love, hello friends, it's
great to sing with
you
again.
There you go. Nice. Ooh, cookies and ice cream. Who's that? Joelle. Can you make that fit the baritone part?
I have, okay, so I love cookies, ice cream, and candy too.
Very good. All righty, who's next? Or was that it? Anybody else out there? Oh, Sarah.
1, 2, 3, 4, many ways to sing together. I didn't know what else to put there.
Perfect. All right. Joyce, do you have a voice?
She's muted.
Joyce, you got to unmute. We need way more time.
Yeah, I can't do, I have to have like silence and way more time.
You're not too good under pressure.
No.
Okay.
Come on, Johnny on the spot, go.
That's so not me.
Yeah, we'll send it to me. I'll add it to my list of warm-ups for when we get together again, so.